Okay, what we gonna do now? We're here at a place called Five Points. Parkview is an area in Winston-Salem, old established area. Right over there's Five Points Auto. It used to be Eckerd's. Got M&H Auto, H&H Auto down there. They've been here ever since Moses came, and Tickle Pink. But anyway, this is one we're working on right here now. Outside view of it here. Let's walk in. We're not doing a remodel here, we're just doing some repair from a storm damage from a roof. As you can see right up over there, we'll get a closer look in a minute. We're getting this ready to shut down. This is sort of like a landmark. This has been open since early 70s. I'll get more into that in a minute, but let's just do a walkthrough. We even got the retro music going. Old cooler, ain't nothing to see in there. That's the back exit door. This is where the drink dispenser was. Front counter right here, one of the front counters. All the equipment's been taken out. Got the hood and all here, but the range has been taken out, the oven. Well, I want you to check out this gas pipe. Look at this thing. This is a natural gas pipe went to the cookers. That wild? Those salad buffet bars still sitting here. Two, three, four. Now, when we go to these windows here, you see you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we would always on Saturday night, back in '75, we would come, a gang of us from Southside would come, and we'd fill up 2 or 3 booths right here. And this is the third window right here, usually where I see it, right here. So what's up about the window? Well, you see where that building is now. It used to be just grass. Now, we would come out here on Saturday night, and for 3 weeks in a row on Saturday night, Clyde and Harold would square off out here. They was both good sized guys. One was white, one was black. And we would actually sit here, eat pizza, drink beer, and look at the boxing match. I mean, Friday night fights live with pizza and beer. How much better can it get? But there was no animosity, both of them talked about what they could do in their boxing and all, and they'd get out there. Well, finally the third night, now Clyde hammered him real good. He just couldn't beat him. And both of them pretty good sized guys, but old Clyde was something else. And then they'd come in, next thing you know, they'd come in, and Harold come in and sit right down here with us also. And I said, well, in the third week, he'd say, I said, well, you gonna try it again? He said, no, I've had enough. I can't beat him. And so we'd all come in, him and Clyde sit down, have beer and pizza with us. They'd laugh and joke. That was the strangest thing I ever seen. Remember, back in 1975, 2 guys squaring off right here, just a boxing match, and they would go real good. But I remember when Harold would come in, boy, he'd be beat and bruised all over his face. He just couldn't do nothing about it. And now here's the Rancho right across the street. It used to be right up there. And so they built it right here. It was usually, Rancho Family Restaurant. It used to be Jimmy the Greek. But I'm here to tell you, the best Greek restaurant in the county is this one over here. They got an extensive menu and great food. And right back over there, on the other side of those trees where that old bank building is, there was a place called Parkview Cycles. I worked there as a motorcycle mechanic, and across the street from that was an old food fair. I mean, you know, this thing's seen a lot of action. And back in later on, about 76, 77, is when I started dating my wife. And we would actually come here and get pizza and order out and everything. But back point now, we're just starting to work on the ceiling here, as you can see, getting it back in shape, turned over to landlord. And the reason I decided to do this video with the history and everybody that's come here that's had stories to tell, there will be no more Pizza Hut here. It's shut down. It's gone forever. And I would call it a landmark, not a historical site, but there's been a lot of living over the years and a lot of people coming here. In fact, the guy that's working with me, he said he used to bring a lot of dates up here before he met his wife. But for whatever it's worth, that's life. So whenever you're going down the road, you see a place, you don't know what all the history that it holds and memory for people and everything, like growing up, living and whatever. But anybody's got a comment, post it down there. I just thought I'd post this, you know, for what it's worth. Maybe I might find some interest in it, I don't know. But it's the end of an era. I'm sure that a lot of people's got a lot of other stories to tell about this. If you do, hey, you know, mention it. And if anybody sees this, it can remember that far back, because I remember nobody got upset. The waitresses wasn't upset. They knew that they was out there fighting. Nobody called the law or nothing. It was just like a, you know, regular thing. But I guess times were a little bit different back then. But I know we get pitchers of beer. I don't know remember what it cost, but that's back when they sold it by the pitcher on them stupid checker tablecloths. I'm sure a lot of people remember that. But anyway, and when I leave here, I may see you hear the retro music played in the background. That's not my music, that's piped in, but it's all retro. But I may take some more shots of where the motorcycle shop was and this, that, and the other. And I tell you, them some wild days. But they're gone, and here's a better look at this service station over here. It's been called Tickle Pink ever since, but that's one of the first businesses that was out in this area. So and back to this old Eckerd store, before these people bought it and put all these bays in right here to work on automobiles and everything, it was just solid block wall, and you could go in there and buy anything from watches to lipstick. I mean, it was just like a small community. That was back before there was Kmart or Walmart. Walmart wasn't even existing. They was Kmart's was more centrally located to the populous areas, and back then it wasn't very many businesses around here, but stagnated now. But it is what it is. Have a good one, and hope you enjoyed the video. And hey, if you did, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it.